welcome back to another exciting episode of Survival with Fix. Look at this point of view. Is this not gorgeous or what? Well, we are going to do a little bit of traveling to start today because I got to solve another problem that I have since converting the world. Can I make this landing? I can. How perfect am I? How perfect am I? We haven't really been into the lab since converting the world, really, and yeah, it does. I mean, I love vibrant visuals. RTX, it's not exactly RTX, let's just say that, but, you know, we're going to work more on this lab later. This is, I believe, where I was messing around. See all these, like, blogs. I was trying to figure out the best look for RTX, though that is now off the table, so we're not doing that anymore. But this is where I have a concrete machine. I wonder if this works in Bedrock. I have no idea. Oh no, this was Bedrock. Yeah, this is under traveling. Yeah, this was just a Bedrock world. That's right. So it certainly does. Well, it did, at least before the update. So today, though, we are headed towards the end because I believe that I have a whole bunch of pumpkins there, and I want to go check it out. I'll admit this makes me really sad. Like, this makes me sad because I spent a lot of time on getting these villagers to be the maximum level of trade and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, well, obviously they are not anymore. And the other thing I just realized right now is, of course, all these chests were empty because I have these. I don't remember if this is a pumpkin or melon, but I have one side melon, one side pumpkin farm, and yeah, well, there's obviously nothing in the chest, and I'm not sure, like this, there is an observer on each one of these, so I kind of feel like that piston should have fired, so I don't think that my current redstone that I have here works. Alright, well, look at that. Why are there that's the most random 19 melon slices. Maybe it did work once? I don't know. I don't know why that would be that way. Well, okay, well, this isn't going to work. We got to find another place for pumpkin. Nothing in this, right? Nothing. I have an idea. Let's fly past Frostmire Castle and head back to Old New Hope, the beginning of the Java world, because there's an underground farm here that is probably all full of pumpkins and probably has enough for what I need. Yeah, okay. This should be good. I mean, I don't know exactly how many I need because what we're going to be building is we're building a bone farm here, and the best way to do it is a fish farm. So I found a tutorial that's actually going to allow us to do it just sort of passively, and I want to do that in a mangrove forest, but the light you need to use apparently can't be like glow star or sea lanterns, so I'm going to try jack-o'-lanterns and see if that works. So I came over here to Gabor to actually look for a place to put my new bone meal farm, and look what I found. What? Yeah, what? There's guardians here? So I'm thinking that somehow right around this structure, somewhere right in that water over there, like where it flows down probably, is a guardian spawning area. Which means that we could potentially have a Gabor Guardian farm here? Wow, that's one for the memory banks. I'm going to have to remember that because that could be a really cool build to have right here in my ancient city. But that's not what I'm here for right now, but we got to remember that. Oh, look, well, I guess I've discovered what sort of biome Gabor now is. These are there's new bog. These are the new skeletons. So apparently this used to be a mangrove swamp, mangrove jungle, whatever. Now it's just a regular swamp, I think. So that's not going to work for my tropical fish, but good to know. Boy, I'm really bummed about this whole biome switch thing, but that's okay. We'll get it figured out. So I need to find a fresh mangrove for jungle thing here, and it's not this one, unfortunately. This one's old. Ugh. I have made so many trips back and forth from this storage area over to my nether portal, which is over, there in my big hub, and I'm so tired of it. So I decided to finally, after 14,734 days, I finally decided to put a nether portal right here in my base. So I have that, and I'm working on connecting it at this moment. But yeah, it's takes a bit. Takes a bit to connect it all, make this highway. I had to go get more ice, and you know, everything's kind of a process. But I'll show it to you. Actually, I'm out of diorite, so I might make, you know, I might make the trip and go get some pale oak just for fun. All right, so ignore the annoying drums. So that's my main hub over there, and this is my storage hub. Now I can actually move along with my life, because yikes, this is taking a long time. Regardless, it's going to save a lot of time later. Now we're headed back to, I have all the stuff in my shulkers, which I had from quite a while ago, but now it's time to head back to the old bone farm, and I'll show you the progress there, because it has been quite a dig. We've had to make many return trips. Here's the current state, and yeah, this has taken a while to get even this far, because I had to clear all these trees, and man, clearing mangrove trees is just no treat at all. But you know, I've done it actually before. Oh man, do you see that over there? Oh, well, I fell. See that over there? Yeah, there's so many of those from the chunk errors. Oh man, we have so much work to do in this world just to deal with the fallout of combining the world, let alone like building fun stuff. But regardless, that's not today. Today, our job is to get this bone farm working. So I did bring everything except for tridents. I don't have those yet. I'll go grab those before we get the trident killers. This farm requires 5 trident killers. So before I go much further, I do want to fill this thing up with water and make sure that fish do spawn, because that's the key to getting the bones. Yikes, if they don't spawn, oh man, I am just going to bash my head right through this monitor. Well, possible crisis averted. There are fish spawning like crazy here. It's going to be really good. And before I put in these little outlines to stop them from going, they were beelining for the deeper water, which is exactly how this is supposed to function. So all these fish are going to be giving me bones. Things are going to be really, really good. However, before I get this all started, I'm going to be drowning in experience. So one of the things that SilentWhisperer recommended to do was get some skull catalyst. And I see you, Bogged. Get some skull catalyst and put it by there to just kind of eat the experience. So I'm going to go do that. Remember this place? This my ancient city transformation? It is pretty great. I haven't been in ancient city, I don't think, since Vibrant Visuals. Man, it looks pretty sweet. I don't know if I left any skull catalysts here. I know that there are no of the screecher things or whatever they're called. I don't know what anything's called. The screecher things that summon the warden, except for one. I know there's one over there that I left in order to possibly summon a warden, which actually I'll have to do, because if you remember old Wally the warden, our warden pet who lived down here, is no longer here thanks to the world conversion when it killed all entities. But this is the chapel where Steve Tuffy comes from. So yeah, I'm gonna look around, but I don't have high hopes of finding a skull catalyst here, but I thought I would check this one. There is one other ancient city that I'm aware of in this world, so I'm gonna have to check that out later. But look, I have some crop areas too. I forgot about this. I gotta do something in this city to make me like come back to it. You know what I mean? Like I need to add a farm. Maybe I've always thought maybe doing like a tree farm here might be cool, because it would maybe over there. It would force me to come down here, so I could do like an automated tree farms. I don't know. You have to let me know if you have any thoughts about like a reason of why I would come down to this place. Holy cow, it's really dark. Do I have torches? No, of course I don't. All right, I'm gonna look around and see if I can find one. I figure I might as well do a little test while we're here before we relocate, because the other ancient city is not at all spawn proof. So let's go ahead and summon a warden. I'll just run away. But is that it? Is that the third one? I don't think. I'm blind. Kind of a delayed reaction blindness, but okay, I'm blind. I think that's 2. Is that 3? I don't hear the heartbeat. Oh, there he is. There he is. I think. Is that him? No. Oh, there he is. Okay. Okay, he's gonna radar attack me. I can't see him. Come on, blindness, get away. Is it going away ever? All right. Well, he's trapped in that little thing. I think I'm far enough away that he won't get me. I think. I'm not totally sure he's trapped in there. It's been a while. Oh, no, yep, he's still trapped in there. So I'm going to have to go in and somehow name tag that dude, or I'll summon another one at some point. Name tag him so he can stay in the little warden cage. Because according to lore, this is what powers that portal. And that portal is what actually brought the Oracle into existence here, into physical form rather. So yeah, pretty sweet. All right, well, I'm gonna head over to the other ancient city and see what I can find. I found the other ancient city that I thought about, and there was indeed a skull catalyst there. However, I summoned a warden because I'm an idiot. Because I thought I could run in and grab it really fast, but my allies dropped sand in my inventory, filling it up. So all of this was full of sand. Unfortunately, whenever I went through the nether, and I didn't pick up the skull catalyst that I wanted. So now I have a warden here, right where the skull catalyst is. Ah, it's so annoying. He's right there. He's so annoying. I got all 5 trident killers put in, and look at these fish. They're just like, they're just going to their graves. They're just like, hey, what's down in this hole? Let me go check it out. Trident killer. So, okay, so that's that. Now, the next thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to get away up to an AFK platform, and also I want to move my nether portal probably, well, might be okay there. I don't know. It might be okay there, because then it could have, like, either a way down to the collection area where we're going to mess around with next, versus the AFK platform. Maybe it'll be okay there. Maybe we'll just make it look a little bit nicer. So, the next thing is I got to dig down here. And I don't have a ladder. I need to get a ladder so I can actually get down to where all the bone meal is coming. Because I do want to eventually do some auto crafting type of stuff here where I'm going to craft these. But I want to show you just in the time that it took me to put the terracotta and the little bit of decoration here that I have, just so it's less hideous. Underneath, I want to show you how much I got. So I'm going to go ahead and gather up all the bones. Yeah, I'll just take all the bones, I'll leave the fish, and let's see how many we get. Look at that. We got 12 stacks of bones. Exactly? Is that even? Exactly even? Yeah, we got wow, that's crazy. We got exactly evenly 12 stacks of bones in just the amount of time it took me to do this. And keep in mind, I am not at the ideal spawning location. I'm not at the AFK platform, which I'm going to do next. Because I want to have, well, a place that you can just come here and stand. And that's got to be, I believe it's 12 blocks over the middle trident killer. So let's sleep and then we'll build that. So I built this little platform and I think I am in a good place now. I'm protected from phantoms. I'm going to AFK here and I'm going to go get my workout in. Today's workout is day 2 of my 2-day rotation, so it's pull-ups, 10 sets of pull-ups, so yeah, I gotta get psyched for that. And then I'm gonna go to Aldi and buy some meat for the week. I should talk about my diet at some point, how I've managed to lose about, I don't know, 70 pounds or so, 75 pounds. We'll talk about that maybe later on this video or maybe another one. If you're curious, just ask, I guess, but I don't know if that stuff's really boring for everybody or not. I like to talk about the IRL stuff, but I know that that's not everyone's cup of tea. So I'm going to AFK. I'm going to set a timer. It's exactly noon right now that I'm recording this. So I'm going to go get my workout in, go to Aldi, buy some meat, and whenever I come back, then we'll see how many bones I have. Now, I still have all the bones I just collected right here. So, any new bones will be down there. Lots of fish. I'm going to get lots of fish. But I'm going to AFK it for a little bit and I'll come back. It's been about 90 minutes. Actually, it's been a little bit more than that, but I died. I freaking died. A phantom killed me while I was AFK. So I'm fairly sure I was AFK for 90 minutes. I'm not really sure. Like, once I die, if I'm AFK, I don't know if the stays loaded. I don't know. So I don't know. So my experiment is all for naught. But here's how much bones I got in that possibly 90 minutes, possibly less. I don't know. I don't know when the phantom killed me. I also don't know how the phantom killed me, given that I was standing under this glass. I guess that doesn't stop a phantom from getting you. So I'm going to have to build like a box, I guess, around here to protect myself. Ugh, stinks. So actually, I brought some glass, so I guess I'll just do that now. So yeah, I'm just going to build like this. I think this will keep fish spawning. And honestly, even if it doesn't keep fish spawning, that's okay because I'll be able to just hide here. So, yeah. Boo. Boo for phantoms getting me. Woo! It has been a while between clips. I couldn't even tell you what the last day count was, but we're up to 14,770 because guess what I did? I spent about 4 IRL days, I think, doing all the chunk borders that I could find in this world, even the ones underwater, which are, I want to say done with a big kind of air quotes. Like, they're not great, but they're kind of done. So let's take a look at some of the chunk borders that I found. I'm sure there are more out there, but I used that mod, the add-on World Builder. It's kind of like World Edit for Bedrock. It's really, really great. But look, this was completely flat. So what do you think? Looks pretty natural, maybe a little better than natural, I think. Yeah, this was a completely flat chunk error issue. Now let me show you. This is one that I really did like, with some shrubs and like grass and coarse dirt and overhangs, and I mean, I kind of went all in, and even snow up there at the top. But if you go over here, you'll see some of the ones that I did. I don't want to say I half-assed it, but I just did it in the fastest way possible. All I did was I just eroded. I didn't add anything to really any of these. I just simply eroded the land so that it looked natural. Like there's a little one. There's some bigger ones. Oh, here's a bigger one. So let me show you, because these were, I mean, they were everywhere. They were like literally, I'm not even exaggerating, thousands upon thousands of blocks. Just so much. And so all I did was I did basically this, where this was like a flat wall chunk border, and I just went here. But imagine this times I mean, I don't want to say hundreds of thousands. That feels like a little crazy, but possibly, maybe. It was so much. Many, many, many thousands of blocks. There's a really big one over here I'm going to take you to and show you. Oh, darn it. I mean, I was flying to the really bad one, and look what I found. I found one that I totally missed. I totally missed this. So I had taken the add-on off. I'm going to go ahead and put the add-on back on, and I'm going to show you. We're going to do a little bit of this together. Obviously, it has to be in creative mode, but I want to be really upfront about how I'm dealing with this, because there are more of these than I ever could have imagined. Just every time I fly anywhere, I find more. So let me show you how it works. So here we are. This is with, there's a few different brushes that I made, but the one that I'm using mostly on these cliffs is called the Eroder, and all I'm doing is I'm basically just clicking in here and trying to take down some of these really, really harsh corners. It's not great, but I mean, you know, I'm dealing with what I'm dealing with here. And then when I come to these things, so, you know, something like this, and just try to avoid as much as, now obviously I'm gonna have to come in here by hand and deal with these like trees and so much. It's still gonna have to be done by hand in, you know, straight up survival mode, but at least this helps some. Then if I want to fill in like one of these, then I'll just grab one of these like sphere tools. I could use different shapes, but I've just been using sphere just for like simplicity, because I already had it basically. Fill in some of this, and then erode away some of the sort of obvious problems there. And then I use this grass overlay brush to just put in grass. The grass overlay that I made has a mixture of coarse dirt, because that's what I want to eventually use. But I mean, whatever, it's fine. Try to get rid of, can I get rid of the water? There I did. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So this is basically what I'm doing. Is I'm just going here largely with the eroder, and then just sort of trying to make it look. Now you can even smooth it out even more. This is very, just, you know, rough, and just trying to get it to be less like very obviously errors, and like it's still, they're very XYs, you know. So I don't know. I don't know. I think this is definitely better. You have to let me know what you think in the comments. You know, I'll show you the big one. Just say I'll turn on Vibrant Visuals so you can see it. So I'm out here by the Fixxitt412 theme park. I turned off I was gonna say RTX, the Vibrant Visuals, because I want to show you this. I think I'm gonna leave this. This is very obviously a chunk border from the conversion process, but I think I'm gonna leave it because I think this is kind of by the amusement park. I think maybe we could do something cool with it. I mean, once all this water updates, you know, then it'll all flow everywhere. But I don't know, I just feel like maybe we could do something cool with this. But this is where my bone meal farm is, just in relation to the world. So we are going to have to build a road out here, because I do have the rule that everything absolutely positively must be connected by road and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, at some point we'll have to, where's, there, it's over there. This is the, there's the nether portal, and yeah, this is the farm. So we're going to have to build a road from the Fixxitt412 theme park over here. But let me, again, as I keep saying, let me show you the chunk borders that are really, really horrible. Yeah, I mean, just look at this. This goes on for, I mean, thousands of blocks just in a very straight line. So, I mean, it's better than flat, right? I mean, can we all agree that it's better than flat? I think it is. I think it just goes. It just goes. It just goes and goes and goes. And eventually, you know, eventually we'll have to deal with this more. But at least now I can see it and not want to throw up for what I did to my beautiful world. It'll be fine. It'll be great, actually, once we really get in here and do some clips. But at least for now, it's a quick fix, temporary fix. And actually, it does go down like this sort of random eroded stuff does actually go down under the water, too. So if you're floating under the water, it doesn't look so absolutely gross. But yeah, it just goes forever. That's okay. It's okay. It's a 5-year-old world. We're just going to deal with it. Let's continue on. Okay, so I think that's probably just about all the building we're going to do today. There's one thing that I still want to address in Steelport, so let's head back over there. Yeah, this is something that I'm going to need to do, is repopulate all of my animals. Now, I never had a ton of animals in this world, but I had some in strategic locations, such as my sheep farm, which I no longer have any sheep in, my cow farm, the butcher, which is actually what I'm doing right now. I think it's in one of these 4 colored buildings here. I don't remember which one, though. So I found one cow, one cow so far, so I'm going to bring it in. Oh, is that another? There's another one over there. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it in this way. I have like 1 million leads from from wandering traders donating me leads, and so I should have brought some. I don't know why I didn't, but okay. Well, regardless, we're just gonna get these 2 cows in here and start breeding these guys up kind of every time I walk by. So at least the butcher. Because I have one of these like automatic lava cookers, which of course I've built in Java. I have no idea if it works in Bedrock. Is it this one? It is this one. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Okay. Hey, can I put this in my offhand? You probably can't. Nothing works. Does anything work in offhand? What can you put in there? Just a totem and that's it? Okay. Well, the cow's going to walk away now. So, hooray. Okay, cow, come here. Come here. Well, the good news is it actually works. So they do, the adult cows can't fall through the gates and the little baby cow did. So I'll just keep breeding these guys up here and then I'll probably like open the doors and then sort of bring the adults back up until we get a whole bunch of them in there. And then we'll have to test out and see the lava. I mean, obviously there's going to be no lava in there. I can replace that easily, but we'll just have to find out exactly how that works. I don't know. Regardless, are we done? Are we done for today? Maybe. Oh, there's one other thing we could do. Ignore the clicking sound because that is my experience farm, my repair shop, which apparently I can't turn off because that is the endless scoot, or what's the armadillo getting wounded just over and over and over and over again. I can't stop it. But I did just a little bit of decorating here. I'll tell you what, my hands are tied because I don't have a wool farm at all yet. So that's going to have to be on sort of the short list of what I do next, and maybe in fact next episode. But I think as of now, I feel pretty good. We did a lot of work. A lot of it was off camera, just terrain fixing, but it had to be done, and now it is done, and I feel really good about it. So let's kill this creeper, try to get a little bit of gunpowder, and then I will see you after this episode. We'll see you next time. Lore segment right now. I had the strangest dream last night. I worked all day on fixing some of these chunky errors I've found around the world and slept deep. But in the middle of the night, I thought I woke up. I heard something odd. It was like a child's voice, very high-pitched and distant, calling out to me. I don't know. I must have been dreaming because there are no people left in this world, but it felt so real. I couldn't make out anything the voice said to me, but I felt like it was repeating the same name over and over. I just couldn't make it out. I need to talk to Tracy about this, but she's been busy. I have her running complete system checks on everything at the Titan station. I have no way to get up there right now, and since Hank has gone with everyone else, Tracy has to run the entire show. I need to make sure that that station is running smoothly. When, and I have chosen to say when, not if. When all the people get back, we'll need that Titan station online to run the defense against Cal.